you can grieve like a death to a relationship.
Yeah.
It could feel worse when it's a relationship because I know that you're alive, I know you're out there, but I can't have access to you. All right, Fireside.
Fireside. We've been wanting to do this.
Feels so cozy and homey.
It does feel cozy.
I like it.
I wish never mind. Let's not get into that. But yes, I've been wanting to do this, and I'm so glad we're doing it.
Love the self-reflection mid-conversation.
Yeah. You know me. If there's anything I'm going to do, it's going to be self-reflect.
Reflect while we're talking.
I'm not going to give anyone any time to reflect before I do.
I'm screaming.
And that's a trauma response.
And that's a fucking trauma response.
Yeah.
Golly. You know, I think about like how we respond to things and like it being like it's not something you came up with. Like you've had to learn to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what's wild.
And it's trippy as fuck. It's like, okay, when I'm in public, I don't think of it, but I'm like super anxious around people. Like my social anxiety is like through the roof. But obviously like people they don't feel that.
Yeah,
but
they don't see it because it's invisible.
Internally though,
invisible.
I'm fighting a battle.
Well, I guess it's not invisible, but it's one of those things that like you can't. It's not super easy to see. Yeah. Because sometimes it's like, no, you do see it on people. It's like, oh, this person is nervous. This person is having a moment.
Yeah. And that's awkward. That's like, oh, that's not okay, sister.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's scary.
I mean, I feel like we've both been there where we're like, yikes.
Where we're fucking crashing out? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've crashed out several times. I wouldn't say I'm a retired crash out, but I don't. No.
Let me think of, when's the last time I like crashed out where I was just like, because the other thing too is that like I make it a point not to put myself in situations or like spaces
that put
where,
me.
A while ago, like years ago, my friend said something along the lines of like, I don't want to be anywhere where I can't be at least 75% of myself.
Ooh, that's real.
I think I've said this probably on this podcast.
No,
but it's just like so.
I felt like that was, maybe I didn't receive it the other times, but I felt that.
It's such a good like rule of thumb. It's like, oh, am I going to, like when you're thinking about going somewhere or you're trying to decide if you're going to go somewhere, if you're going to do something, or you're going to be at least 75% of yourself.
No, that's real.
Because if I'm not,
I guess I kind of feel the same because I like to think like if I personally do not feel that people are good for my nervous system, like if you just being around you makes me nervous, makes me anxious, I can't do it.
Why don't we just jump? Sorry, keep going.
No, we could jump right in.
Why don't we just jump right in? Okay, think about like people that have been good for your nervous system. Mm-hmm. What happens when you lose them?
Fuck. You know?
And that's what we're talking about today. Like, I like before, like, usually we don't prep for any conversation. Because it doesn't come off genuine.
We
don't do well with like prepping for
because we over plan.
Yeah.
I feel like,
100% over planning. But the only preparation I did for this conversation was just like look up the definition of grief.
Ooh.
Because I was like, oh, let me make
Let's like have a baseline. Like what is that?
Let's have a baseline. And I don't remember it, but like, you know, it's the loss of something. Like the process of the feelings that you feel when you've lost something. And so like thinking about like someone who's been like good for your nervous system or something that's been good for your nervous system and then no longer having it.
Yeah.
Like, how do you, like...
navigate that?
And also, just going back to the whole, like... And I laugh about this now a lot because I've been, like, saying it in therapy a lot. And I'm just like, ugh. When we can hold two things, we can hold both things. It's like, we can hold the like, knowing that someone is good for your nervous system, but then also knowing that, like, this person as a whole is probably not good for you.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so like maybe they've like caused harm, or like maybe there's you're not compatible, or
let's
like
talk about that.
Maybe
do you feel like that's true compatibility? Can one thing be true if the other is not present. And I guess this is kind of like what you're getting at. Like, okay, if they're not good for me, are they really truly good for my nervous system? Or is that a coping mechanism that we do because they soothe a part of us, but it's not necessarily all of us? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like you stroke my ego, you make me, a part of me feel good. Now that's not a huge part of me,
Yeah.
but it's like you make me feel good in some capacity that should be good enough.
And that's something that I think I'm still working through, trying to figure that out. Like, what is the like the recipe for something that is good for me?
Yeah.
Because I think it's very nuanced. Like, yeah, like you're saying, like someone can be good for your nervous system, but then they could also be causing harm in other like areas of your life.
Yeah.
And so it's like, do both of those things have to be true? But I think that it goes back to the question is like, it goes back to it being so nuanced, because something that may affect me about a certain person may not affect you the same way.
Right.
And so it's like, let's say this person is good for your nervous system. They like soothe a certain part of your life or like being, but then another part, say like they maybe don't spend as much time with you. That for me is going to be an issue, as opposed to for you, it may not be an issue. You may not need as much time as I need.
So then I think too, it's not even about, then it gets into like, are you good for me, right? But then I think the other part, what you're kind of insinuating is, do our love language styles match? And I think we all know, well, hopefully we all know the 5 love languages, but you have like quality time, gifts, acts of service, and things of that nature. So if you already know, which that's my love language as well, one of them is quality time. Like, I just want to be able to like be in a space with my person. And I understand that that's not everybody's love language. But if you are somebody that is truly for me, you would understand like, hey, this is Jesse's love language. I need to, you know what I mean? Make sure that we're spending time. Now, I will say it's a two-way street. Like, okay, if acts of service is there, it's like, are you doing, the dishes? Are you buying random flowers? Are you supporting them in that way? But then a part of me is like, not tit for tat, but a part of me is like, I would hate for me to be giving way more than 50, right? And then it starts feeling like, well, I'm making sure that I'm feeding you and your soul and like your love and the things you need, but then I'm starving myself.
Yeah.
And I think when you feel like you're starving yourself or you're not getting your love met, at the very minimum, the 50, it's a dub. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Because then it's it's work.
Yeah. No, I think that's not even, that's like a non-issue. It's like, no, I have to take care of myself first.
Yeah.
But then also that goes into the conversation of like, do I have the capacity to meet all of your needs, or like attempt to like meet your needs or like my responsibility as your partner. Because I don't think anyone needs to do anything for you. It's more so just like my responsibility as a partner.
Yeah. I love how you mentioned grief in the sense of like, I think sometimes when I think of grief, I think of it in a sense of like death, right? Somebody like physically passed. And you can grieve like a death to a relationship.
Yeah.
And I feel like death to a relationship is, and this is not like a tier system, right? Where it's like, no, this is worse than this. But I feel like it could feel worse when it's a relationship, because I know that you're alive, I know you're out there, but I can't have access to you. Or I can, but it's just like, it's not good for me.
But so two things. But then I also think about people who like maybe have lost someone to death, and they're not able to like ask the questions that they need.
The closure questions.
The closure questions. And I think the other thing too is just like you said, a death to a relationship. Let's not even go that far. Just a relationship changing, the dynamic of a relationship changing. You can grieve that. Because it's like
I feel like if it's changing, it's dead.
No.
Cut him off.
Okay, look, let's use like we won't name them, but like a friend who maybe you
You
like.
can come up with a nickname.
Yeah.
I recommend
I
nicknames.
don't know. Shit, I can't do that. I don't know. Patricia.
Exactly. But we know who Patricia
okay, so
is.
like when you came to Houston, you got really connected to Patricia. She's gonna die. She's gonna die when she hears this. Girl, I got you, Patricia. This is, also, that name has nothing to do with you, but here we are.
I'm screaming.
Patty.
Patty girl.
Patty girl. Wait, who's
Kit Kat, Kit Kat.
Kitty cat girl.
Kitty cat girl.
Okay. Anyways, back to Patricia.
Oh, fuck.
So you came from Boston to Houston. You started working here. You met Patty. You met Patty. You guys became like best friends, or
In a
like really
sense.
close.
I'll say really
friends.
close.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
she gonna listen to me like, bitch.
Really
you became
close. I think best friends is like a heavy word.
she was like part of your community here in Houston.
For sure. Yeah.
Then she moved away. You're still connected to her, but in a different
Oh,
way.
I thought it was a different Patty. Okay.
Who were you thinking of? I only know one of your friends, Patty.
It's the fact that I was over here with Patty and you were over there with Patty. I love it though. I love it.
Patty moved to Atlanta.
Okay. Oh, okay. Different
Yeah.
Patty. Way different Patty.
Patty's here now, isn't she?
Patty left. It was a quick trip.
Oh.
Yeah.
What show did she come see?
I think I don't know the name of it, but I know it was like Hot Boys, Lil Wayne and them.
Okay, yeah.
You know she's a Lil Wayne fan. Hopefully, this gives it away. You know who you are. I really thought Patty.
Who are you talking about?
The Patty that used to work with you. Couch shopping. That's what I thought.
Oh, Patty.
Patty.
Hey. We're going to have that conversation off camera.
I love that we just got that. That's fucking great. I did not know you were, okay.
Okay,
No.
so is Patty from Atlanta close?
No, we're close.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're close.
But not best friend close.
I wouldn't say here. Okay, I wanted to put this out there, and then we'll get back to what you were saying.
Also, we can have a whole conversation about like the
Here's-
hierarchy of friends.
No. Here's my thing. I think for me, it's not, and I can definitely say like I would put her up there with like a over close friend. Like me and her are like fucking locked in. My only thing with the word best friend is I think that when I was younger and in my adolescence, everybody was best friend. Bestie.
Yeah.
And so I remember getting into a lot of different disagreements with people because like, oh, you just think everybody's your best, and because to me, best friend was like, you are my close friend, like bestie. But I know people really are attached to that word in a different way than I am. So that's the only reason why I'm reluctant to use like best friend.
Yeah, and I think at
Because
the end
people
of the
put
day,
too much on it.
Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, only you know what someone means to you.
Period.
So I can say
fuck
bestie
with Patty. I fuck with Patty the long way.
because we can call everybody bestie.
See
But
what I'm
only
saying?
You know.
Only you know
what that
I need
person
$20 for gas. Like, you know what I mean?
Fuck.
Only you know, like,
Jesus
bitch,
Christ.
life is fucking me. You know what I mean? I don't tell everybody that life is
Life
fucking.
is raw dogging me.
Yo, no
lube.
lube. None.
None.
Not everybody gets that story. But if you get that story, I mean, fuck you, bestie, what's up, I guess? Yeah. Okay, come on. So
I like
talking
your
about.
shoes.
Oh, thanks. The Amazon, link below.
Really?
Yes. Amazon is really coming up. I don't think we're.
No. Amazon has come up. I've been
No, but
telling
I
my
don't think we were
friend-
aware. Like, it was just night and day.
My friend Paige, I just named her, whatever.
Hey,
My friend
Paige.
Paige. Hey, Paige. Hey, Paige. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, kitty cat.
I was going to say Patty. But no, Paige buys a lot of stuff from Amazon, and she is so good at, like, curating stuff from Amazon. And I'm
I
always
love
like,
that.
you need to make a Amazon, like, storefront or whatever.
No, literally, though.
Like, you need to be posting
You know how many
this
people I
stuff.
follow on Amazon? Because I'm like, oh, the way they piece stuff.
Yes,
And it's not just, like,
yes.
clothes. It's, like, stuff
and
for the house.
It's
Like,
just the cutest stuff.
oh, she needs to do a storefront.
Yeah.
She's not on her Zoom.
She's not
Come on,
her
Paige. Get on your Zoom.
Yeah.
Oh, so, like, you're, like, fucking guzzling. What? Like,
Girl, I needed it.
oh, my gosh.
Yesterday, I hung out with a friend.
Patrick? Damn. That was good.
Patricio. Yeah, I hung out with Patricia. And I was like showing him around Houston, like some of my like favorite shops and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
AKA Jesse wants to like be a tour guide so fucking bad, y'all.
I don't.
He's
I
like,
don't.
and right here, this is where Selena did Bitty Bitty Bumba in the
No,
Fiesta
no,
parking
but
lot.
I am that person. But, okay, like we'll come back to that. But showing him around Houston, and then we went to Target because I needed some stuff from Target, and then I was like, "Do you want to go get a drink?
Yeah.
I just need a good ass cocktail." And we went to Anvil, best cocktails probably in Houston, whatever. We're not
whatever,
gonna argue
screaming.
about that. I just needed a strong drink. And usually I'm not that person. Like, yeah, I'll drink. I'll drink with people. Like, we drink all the time during the summer.
Okay, so let's not.
We drink. Come on, poolside.
No, but it's
We fuck
something.
it up.
No, but it's something about the water.
Yeah.
It's like you can't.
I can't wait.
I don't think we can do the
6
pool.
months?
Like
we gotta wait 6 months for that.
I know. Me and Jesse are like water bitches though.
Shit? For
like
real.
we're water horse.
I need
for
a job
sure.
so we can get to the water before 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck works on a cruise? Like, what's up, resort? Y'all got like
I
y'all
don't know about
hiring?
cruises. I've never been on one, but I don't know about.
I never been on a cruise either.
Anyways, I
I know.
usually
Wow, the
am
ADHD
not like.
is like ADHD.
Usually, I'm not like, oh, I need a drink.
Yeah.
No.
But you were like, nah, I felt
I
that.
need a drink. And today, I was like, ooh. Like earlier, I wanted to have some wine, like
Yeah.
go out to a wine bar or something because it's so nice out. And I was like, no.
Yeah. But you didn't inflate. Good job, Jesse.
And I was like, no, let me just wait because
Yeah, because when I'm coming over, I'm
I also
getting.
didn't want to be lit by the time you got here and then us setting up and stuff like that.
Oh my God, being clumsy and shit.
Imagine.
Oh,
I was
fuck.
already clumsy to
Oh my
begin with.
God. Imagine. Jesus.
Cut to me.
Slushy.
But yeah, but I needed a drink. And not in like a oh, let me have several drinks and in a just like a I just needed a good drink.
No, I feel that. I think I'm at an age, like the moment you turn 30, it's like shit just clicks. Do you know what I mean? No?
You're not even 30, right?
No, I am 30.
Are you?
I am.
Oh, I did chewed ice.
I'm 30, yeah. But it doesn't, so here's my thing. I feel
Bitch,
like
when did you turn 30?
March.
I thought you were still like 28, 29.
You think so young? Yeah, when the girls ask, I'm 28.
Wait, are you serious?
No, I'm really 30. Are you trying to call me childish?
No, it's just that I really thought you were
No, I'm
still one of my
30.
under 30 friends.
No, I'm 30.
Bitch, you're old as fuck.
Okay, he didn't have to like do all that dressing on it. But hear me out.
Ooh, dressing. I'm hungry.
Hear me out. So I am all for.
No, you hear me out. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you listen to me. I feel like sometimes people, we like tend to like want to get like fucked up, right? But sometimes it's like, no, I just want to sit with a drink and like allow that to like do what it needs to do for me. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's something therapeutic about it. So
It's
I
a little
absolutely.
relaxing.
It is. When you're not raging and like pre-gaming and you're just chilling and sipping, it's
That's
a
why
good time.
I was like, oh, it's so nice out. I'll have a bottle of wine.
No, this is great.
But I knew it's Sunday. The weather was amazing.
Yeah.
If I went to like
You were gonna take it to
Padres
the
and
hoop.
had like a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
I would have done Sunday Fun Day.
Oh,
Absolutely.
but that could be a time. I still.
Hey, we should do Sunday Fun Day while you're on break.
Yes.
We haven't gone out
We've
together.
never gone out together. Yeah, I'll let.
Mostly because I don't really go out.
I know, just to
you
be
be
in the
out.
house. Okay, I don't.
just wanted to say that.
I don't be outside like that.
Girl,
Now,
where were you yesterday?
Oh, no, I was inside yesterday.
Inside somebody else's house.
No, that was Friday.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I'm not. Okay, here's the thing.
What'd you do last week?
This is why.
What'd you do the weekend before?
Nothing.
And the weekend before?
Nothing. Oh shit! I think I went out.
Yeah.
Here's my thing.
I'm not judging you.
I don't feel.
I just touched the mic.
You're okay. I don't feel like I can't. Okay, maybe I have a problem. I don't think if I'm going out, I can't half-ass
That's
that.
the first step.
That's
You
I have a problem. Hi, my name's Khadijah. Hi, Khadijah. But hi, Khadijah. Come on, you're in the circle.
No,
but
you know my ass would have just sat there
I'm screaming. Okay, with the coffee.
and then ended up best friends.
I don't really believe in like, for me myself, when I go out, I have to be in the mood. My social battery has to be absolutely charged because when I'm outside, my social anxiety melts away with each drink I have. Correct? So if I'm drinking, I'm having a good time, I want to be around, but then it goes to people that's good for your nervous system. I don't just go out with anybody. I go out with people that I know, like, one, I'm safe with.
Yeah.
God forbid something goes left, I know I'm good. But two, like, I want to have a good time. I want to have drinks. I want to vibe out. I want to dance. I like to get, litty and white girl dance in the middle of the dance floor and have people follow along, you know what I mean, with me. I don't want people on the outside judging. That to me is not a good time. Now, I'm not saying you have to have alcohol to have a good time, but what I am saying is it does help. It's a, social anxiety enhancer.
Yeah. I think, so one of the questions I was going to ask you when you were saying, like...
Or suppressant.
Your, like, social battery. Do you think that sometimes, like... Because say everything's going fine in your life.
Fine.
You can manage your social battery there. You can, like, be aware of that. Do you think that when things are rough, specifically at work, that you have more of a capacity for social time because you want to get away from work? Or, like, get away, work has been stressful. You don't want to just go home. You rather be like, hey, yeah, I'm going to get out because I need this.
And okay, so yes, like, if I've had, like, a really shitty week,
because
I'm just like, I need to go
like,
out.
Have very, like, everything's fine, everything's chill, family's good, you're talking milagros.
Yeah, the big one, not the little.
Yeah,
come on.
Talking milagros, like, and then you're like, no, I want to be at home.
Yeah, you know what it is though, because
lately I'm like, I know you stress at work.
I know, but that's why Friday I was like went crazy.
Yeah, with your little friends. Okay.
Yeah, the big ones. No, I feel like working in education, it definitely. Well, let me zoom out. I think working in a job where it's high. You come into contact with a lot of people. It's very social. I feel like education for me is like very social. You have to like rub elbows with people, and it's not social in the adult sense. It's social with like adults and kids, and like navigating that back and forth. Adults not fucking listening and like doing the opposite of what the hell you just said. Or kids are gonna be kids. I can't fault that, but I'm not gonna say it's not frustrating. It's just a lot. So when I get to that point where I'm like, yeah, I need a good time, it's because I feel like overstimulated, and I'm like,
Damn,
I want to.
In the ghetto. Y'all heard those gunshots? Anyways, keep going inside.
They don't hear it.
Sorry, y'all. This is all I could afford. Sorry. But also, this is Houston. You could have heard that anywhere.
I'm screaming. I'm not gonna hold you. The gas station I stopped to get the like mixers at.
Ooh, where'd you stop?
I was just
right
like,
here on Homestead and Parker.
I had the keys in my hand. I was
Homestead and Parker right here.
I think so.
Don't do that again.
No. It was 7 minutes away. Not this one close to your house.
Don't. I don't pump gas 7 minutes from anywhere in this.
Oh,
area.
okay.
And it's not even that bad.
I mean,
like,
you had old
really
people on the
bad.
slots, but it was just. But it just gave
it's
me.
It's not even that bad, but like.
No, it's not bad, but it did give me.
I'm not taking the chance.
It did give me like I could potentially be robbed.
Oh, 100%.
Like the potential's there.
But also like, your people here. Your people in the neighborhood. Actually, only your people are in the neighborhood.
Really?
Okay, not only.
Yeah,
there's a sprinkle of my people.
I'm fucking
but it's mostly
screaming.
Your people.
When I say the gas station, it was giving gratata. I was like, yeah, let's. I was like, hey, and I was frantic. I was like, hey, they don't have sugar-free drinks. Like, are you okay with juice?
Hey, where's my
like,
Coke at?
Oh, it's on the table right there.
Where?
In that white bag.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucks, huh?
We'll take a break.
Ready?
No. You keep going with your drink. We'll take a break in a bit so we can make more drinks. But yeah, so back to grief.
Fuck her, right? Or are we loving her?
Grief?
Yeah.
I mean...
What are your feelings about grief?
I think grief... Okay, so like one of the big... I think I like mentioned this a little bit in our last episode, but like one of the biggest lessons this year... Because like, okay, so something I haven't talked about, which is like, it's kind of heavy. It's heavy. But like,
release what you can release.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say it, but like, just warning everyone, it's a little
trigger
heavy.
warning. Yeah.
I have a great family. I grew up I've had a great life. But mentally, I was very depressed for a long time, and a big part of my like early 20s.
Yeah.
I was very suicidal. Did I ever do anything? No. But also,
But you had the thoughts.
I had the constant thought of like not wanting to live. And you know, got the help I needed. Damn, that's really about to go out. Got the help I needed. I'm gonna show up
How I can for you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do my utmost best, and hopefully
Yeah.
that fills you up. And I think, because sometimes for us as kids, we feel like, oh, is that enough? Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I should have went. You know what I mean? Harder. I should have did more.
I think I'm struggling with it because I have this root feeling or like need or like want to console my mom completely.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I know that no one else is fixing this for you. I wish I could fix this for you.
Yeah.
And it's like,
But then
I think that's where the thought is rooted from of like, I can't do it because I know that I cannot be that for you.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't want to do it, just like it's just not gonna happen. Like as much as we want to, we're not able to feel that for certain people.
And I think too, like, so I know we're talking about like our like moms, but I also think it's a reflection on you. Like you have to be okay with not being able to fix someone. Like I think for me, I was, and like I said, I'm saying this because I went through this with my uncle. Once he transitioned, I accepted a part of like my mom was gone. Do you know what I mean? Like like you said, that part of her life, my
Mom's
uncle,
not whole anymore.
It's not whole. And
Mom's not the whole that I know her to be.
And I think when you are like, and you're naming it too, like, oh, I gotta navigate like how to deal with her or where I need to fill in. You can fill in, you can navigate, you can help your mom. But I think a part of us you gotta be okay with them not being whole. Does that make sense? Like obviously, like my mom has lost like both her parents, my uncle and several people. And so I think for me, like when I talk to my mom, I talk to her with that in mind. Like she's not 100%. She's not 100%. And
Probably will never be.
Probably will never be.
Because it goes back to this like, you lost your uncle, no one can replace your uncle.
Exactly.
You're no longer
and then that's one peg. Then you got like the parents, you know what I mean? And there was other uncles who passed. And so following that. And so I feel like for me, it's just like, I'm not trying to get you to 100%. I want you to be happy with the percentage you have left.
Yeah.
And I think that's the closest. And I think it sucks, right? When I had that realization of like, my mom's never gonna be at 100%, but I wanna make sure she's happy. I wanna make sure my mom laughs. And I think for me, myself, I think it's that much more important for me to make sure like my mom has more joy than sadness. Yeah. And so I think for you, it's not a matter, obviously like in the moment, because it's still fresh, right? You want to make sure your mom like has space to like cry and like process feelings. But after this like time passes, first of all, I hate when people say, oh, it gets better with time. No, it doesn't get better with time. You learn how to like cope with it and move through the world with the pain, but it doesn't get better with time. Like I hate that we like project that.
And let's put a pin in that. Finish your thought, because I want to go back to that.
Okay, and so like I think there is so much power in, and I think I'm gonna go back to what you said, embracing, right? So if you're embracing me, embrace what I'm bringing to you. And if what I'm bringing to you is not 100%, take that. And I'm not saying that like, that means I'm a shitty person or whatever, but take what I have left because I've lost these people or I've gone through these things and I'm not 100%. Understand that and then meet me where I'm at. So maybe that's like I'm having a day where I'm like, I'm at 40, meet me at 60, right? If I'm at 50, meet me with that other 50. Yeah. Like meeting people where they're at. And I think grief, like you said before, is like something that's tricky because it's not I'm gonna have a shitty week and then I'm gonna be cheery the next week. Grief. Like it could be, I'm having a great day, tomorrow I'm like really low. Or I'm having a great 3 days, and then that fourth day, I'm fucked.
But let's not even go that far. Grief can show up in this hour, and then next hour you're fine.
Ooh, that one.
And also grief, I feel like it's one of those like feelings where it's like you can't like you can't predict when it's gonna show up.
No, it'll hit when it wants to.
Yeah. No. One thing I wanted to go back to is just like this, like that you were talking about, like people are like, I forgot exactly what you said, but it's like grief and how you process it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get easier.
Nope.
When I was having like one of my last conversations with Grandpa,
you got it.
he and it's not even that I brought this up to him. I think he just like knew from like what I was like expressing, and like he like witnessed me experiencing, but he was like, this will keep happening, like this feeling of grief and how you feel it and how you express it will keep happening. Will keep happening. And he said, you'll cry when you feel this,
Yeah.
and then you'll move on. And it will show up again, and you'll feel it, you'll cry, and you'll keep going. He's like, it's never going to go away, but you'll get through it, and then you'll keep going. So it's just like this idea that like, and that's something that one of my friends had told me. She had lost her sister, maybe like a few months or maybe like a year before I lost one of my cousins. And one of the first things she told me was like, it doesn't get easier. You just learn to have that feeling and move through it.
And I think that's the best way to put it. Having that feeling, but like still navigating. Because I think sometimes grief can be crippling. Like if you allow yourself to like stay in it.
Yeah.
But if you don't move, if you stay in it, that's when it's like you're not. And I'm not one to like judge or say like, oh, okay, you got to move on.
Which goes back to like perspective on like your perspective on life is like, which is what we were talking about earlier. It's like the pain that I feel is still worth all the joy that I feel in life. So it's like if you don't have that mentality, then you're like, oh, I'm feeling this pain, I'm stuck here.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have the mentality of like, I know that life comes with this pain, this grief, I'm still going to move forward because the joy is worth it.
Yeah. No, that's real.
Ooh, this is like.
I'm like, you're okay.
Why did I think the red was fire?
I'm screaming.
I'm fucking dead.
Also, have it like facing up, not side. Do you lose the magnet?
Oh no, it's right here.
Damn, that shit came clean off.
For real.
You want to have the fuzzy kind of like facing your mouth. There you go. Perfect.
What did I want to say?
So you said like grief, you got to move through it and not like stay in it.
Yeah, but
and I think that's when you get into like that, like the grief that most people know, quote unquote, is like when you're like, I can't shower, I can't get out of bed type shit. I'm like really, you know what I mean, fucked up about it. But I think you have to navigate that. Does that make sense? Like you have to work through that in order to be able to move through it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like that's not something that like organically like, all right.
No, I think that takes practice.
Yeah.
It's like navigating like mental health issues. It's like, no, it takes practice to navigate those things.
Yeah. Okay, can I like be real? I mean, we've like gotten like gut-wrenching real.
Do we maybe want to pause really quick?
Yeah, we want to pause. No, we want to pause.
Is it a new thought or just like, is it leading into the thought we just had?
I think it's a new thought.
It's a new thought? Let's
pause. So. Let's pause.
We'll be pausing.
Oh my God, Jesse, like I'm really drunk. Not that I don't want you to make me another drink though. Does that make sense?
Girl, worst case you stay here. Aw, you'll spend the night.
Oh my God.
Girl,
I'm here for it. Because I know you're hospitable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Also, oh my God, I forgot to text you earlier. My cousins are coming to stay with me from Mexico. It's a couple. It's a gay couple. You love the gays.
Oh my God, because I'm glad this is still recording.
They're with their brother.
And I want to say this on the mic.
They're with their brother.
I think in another life, I've already said this to you, but I think I was not just gay, but I think it was a white gay man in another life.
Bitch,
because
that's the worst.
No. The privilege that I fucking radiate
Girl.
is out of this world. I was
Yikes.
a white gay man in another life. Not the like, oh
Well-
my God, you know, chunky. I was like muscle, big dick.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Jesus
Muscle,
Christ.
big dick, gay.
Oh, tall.
Tall.
Ugh.
Like I just
The worst.
Just is like
10.
trigger.
No.
I know.
But I've
I
told you
was.
before, homosexuality
Say
is a choice.
say it again.
And you can choose to be a homosexual.
You choose.
I chose it.
Okay, can
You didn't
we
choose me.
There was a reel that I saw,
Can I go pee?
and it was no. I got to see this reel because
Okay,
you're gonna
well-
fucking eat it up.
Okay, well, hurry up.
There was a reel. It was like trans, and I got to show you the trans woman or whatever. But literally, he was in the car, and it was like somebody. Well, she was in the car, and somebody had said something, and it was a gay guy, and she was like faggot.
Oh yes, I've seen that.
And it's like, what did you say? Oh no, queen.
Yeah. There's this other
I
one.
live for that.
You really said faggot, but anyways, there's this other one where I don't know.
I'm buzzed.
I don't know
I
where
said
they're
faggot.
at. I don't know where they're at. We'll have to beep it out from you.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're at.
The F-bomb.
But there's this guy, this gay guy, and this lady, and
Yeah.
she's like walking away, and she's like faggot, and she's like, and the guy's like, "What did you say?" And she turns around, she's like, "What did you think I said?"
Ooh, because then it's putting out. Say it. Say it.
And he's like, "Well, I don't know. I'm not," or like he says like, "I'm not sure." She's like, "Me either."
Here. Can
So
you
there's, it's like a non-issue
It's
now.
like a non-issue,
'cause
it's
like, what did you
gaslighting.
think I said?
I love it.
And they're like co-workers, so it's like
Nah, say it. Say it.
What did you think I said?
What did I say?
What did I say?
Because I can always say I said frittata. I said frittata. What did you think I said?